Alright, this video is going to be a little different. This is going to be an invented memory picture. And so I think I'll probably just stop it along the ways. I won't show you the whole process. And I have no idea. So I think I'm going to have to stop talking here for a bit, because just while I have the memory in my head and try to invent around it. So as I'm doing this, I'm thinking back to what the scene was and how it felt. And they're only memory snapshots of what the scene was, not including everything, just including anything that seems relevant to the memory. Kind of letting the picture make itself. Okay, I'll stop it here and go to the painting. Okay, I'm going to use acrylics for these. For this picture, this invented picture. Just mixing up a color to lay down for the wash. These kinds of pictures are entirely different from the on-site paintings, because there's absolutely no requirement or expectation on this other than I'm going to get a picture that I like in the end. The drawing is there. I'll respect the drawing to a degree, but who knows, it could disappear. And it's sort of guided by the memory and the feelings around that memory. So the color choices and everything is determined by that. And I'll let this dry and go forward. The acrylics are in the container here. And the brushes are small for the most part, mixing only with water. I'll let that dry for a bit and proceed. I'm just going to go in with some line work to start. Choose a cool color here. This green here will do. This gunky green. Nondescript kind of green. These first parts are really interesting because you can be so delicate when there's nothing on the page yet. And that delicacy can determine a lot. Okay, now I don't know if I should film the whole thing. There's pros and cons to this. Some bright green. This is easier shooting here than in the car. More room. But it's got some drawbacks too. It's a little harder. Working with one hand here. In fact, I may have to put the phone down for some things. I really want to, okay, maybe I will put the phone down for just a second. I've got to do something that I need two hands for. Okay, proceeding. Put some pink in to kill the blue just a bit. Cut the saturation of the blue because you're going to a relative opposite. I mean, blue, opposite of blue is orange. Any warm color that is adjacent to orange will serve to cut the saturation of that color. So that's something to keep in mind for color theory. Opposite colors will gray a color. Any relative opposite will also gray a color. By relative opposite, I mean a color that is very close, very adjacent to that opposite. So opposite of blue is orange, yellows, pinks, reds, related to orange. This color is close to orange, so it cuts this intensity of the blue. So there's a little color theory. Yeah, you know what? This gray here is meant to be in shadow, so I'll actually take the blue and make it more intense. A little more, less grade in fact. So that area will go in here. How's my framing of the shot? Seems to be a little easier here than in the car, but possibly not. It's just I'm so close. Okay. All right, I'll leave that. So, now I'm imagining a highlight to this color here under the bridge. That's not much of a value shift, so I'll add white. See if I get that color lighter. Getting the impression I want. I'm wondering how much I should actually do, but I always wonder that. It's interesting to stop earlier than you think you should. Also interesting to go further than you think you should. Both are kind of fascinating ideas to consider. Should let that dry more. Maybe I will. Just so gently with the brush. They really have an impact. I'll suggest another shadow up there. What color though? A brown of some sort? Maybe there. Warm that up a bit. Keep warming it. Not too warm, try that. So this part here would be in shadow too. It's still really warm though. Maybe a little too warm. So cool it. Cool it a brown, essentially red. That's what a brown is, a red. Opposite green. Little touch of green. We'll subdue that, dull the brown, take the saturation out. Not a lot of pigment in that paint. Yeah, it really mucked it up though. I don't know if I like that color much. Well, what other color could I use? Purple? Maybe I should have just went with a purple. Gray? No, gray. No, it's too close to what's upstairs. Maybe I'm losing the contrast with the existing color beneath. Now I'm concerned with composition. Where was I there? Okay, some small things with the darks. Go back to my darks. That served well last time, so I'll use more of it. I'm under a bridge. But I don't like to say too much about these memory pieces, what they actually are. It's a brilliant day, brilliant sunny day. Under the bridge is shadow. The mystery is encountered. Little bits of bright green are important. This was a brilliant day. Little bits of green touching the pebbled rocks under the bridge. Okay. Once I have something as opposed to nothing. What's wrong with my pencil? Sometimes I'm inclined to stop early. The pencil is good for establishing emphasis without declaring stridently something really strong. It's also beautiful. Beautiful lines, pencil lines. Put just a little bit for counterpoint for the eye to stop. I'll put a little bit of green down here. Could be a mistake, but we'll see. No, it's all right. Got a lot of water in that green, but build this darkness a bit. Another smaller brush. What can I take? This would be good. And I'm just going to go in, strengthen some of this just a bit. But be careful. Yeah, you know, you do have to be careful modifying. So your intention can be wrong. I don't know why that is. I'm going to stop. A couple more lines with a very small brush. Fine lines. Come on. Come on. Clean that off. Very fine lines with darkness. Dragging the brush up. It's almost too much already. A little more. A little more here. I want to stop. I will stop. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, I'm going to stop.